Morning everyone, we're back in Monaco, and before you guys say why did you not show us the last few days with the Exige and all of that, let me explain. We're gonna get into the Megane because, come on, where can I put the camera? I've just been editing a video which is basically the last day I had in England, and where I talk about whether I should buy the Exige or not, or what I think about the Exige. Settings on the microphone was completely off, so there are bits of sound which are alright but still not great, and then some which are just completely horrible. So what I've done is I have left the video with some of the bits of the sound which are okay, so you can get the gist of what's going on, and I thought for the rest I would just explain now and then sort of cut it when the sound gets too bad, and then continue on what I was saying. So here are the first few clips of that video, and I apologize the sound isn't the best now, so maybe put your sound down a tiny bit, because if you've got headphones it will be slightly crackly, but it'll do, and then afterwards I'll be back in a bit to explain the rest of my thoughts on the Exige. You join me again in the Lotus Exige. I thought I would take the opportunity of having this long drive, not really being able to film anything sort of really scenic. I'm not going to be able to get the drone now. So it seems like the perfect opportunity to talk to you guys about this car, whether it's a valid replacement for my Elise Club Racer, because I've talked about selling that to you guys, and whether it's just a good car in general, and what's different between the two, comparing everything. When the Lotus guys called me up and said, hey, you know, you can test drive any car, basically, I was thinking, oh, maybe an Elise 250 Cup or something like that, to see how they've improved on the Elise shape. But there's something I just love about the way that the Exige looks, specifically the newer ones. The newer Exiges, so it's the Exige V6S. They just look so good, they look so beastly, they're wide, they're a normal size car, whereas the Elise is like a little pocket rocket. This is actually, when you see it, it looks like a proper planted sports car, and I just really I think it's the best looking Lotus they've ever made. I'm gonna throw that out there. So when I got the call, what car do you want to test drive, I was like, do you have an Exige? Yes we do, they said. So fantastic. Do you have a manual? Half a mile, turn left to north. Do they have a manual? Because I drove the flappy paddle Exige on Hethel racetrack when we went there. Fantastic car. The flappy paddle gearbox was a bit of a letdown. It wasn't very quick. Well, that went well. So yeah, as you can tell, the sound wasn't really the best, but it'll do. Long story short, I really like the Exige, and there are a few things, the usability, the sound, the power, the way it looks, that meant that I just really genuinely felt like it could possibly be the best car for me to replace my Elise Club Racer, which is currently in the garage with. The only niggles I have with it are that one, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, the familiarity. So the interior is not that different. Sometimes when you upgrade, and you upgrade by something that's that much more money, you really want there to be big differences inside. So maybe there are things I could do spec wise to make it really feel different, but that is one thing that is not ideal, how similar it is on the inside. The way it looks on the outside, I can't stress enough how much cooler it is in real life than the Elise. The Elise is a cool looking car, but this is just much more of like a proper car. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm getting really hot. You know what? Some aircon on. Oh, that is so nice. And the thing is, I really just love the car a lot. So I'm still not, this video does not mean I am buying an Exige. It means it's a very, let me switch this down a bit now so you can hear me better. It means it's a very strong contender, basically. I love the car, but I'm not going to decide on a certain car until I've driven other competitors. Another car I'm quite tempted to drive would be, if I could, I would love to drive a 4C. I would love to drive an RS3, eventually maybe an Evora, but I personally think I prefer the Exige. And just like basically cars like that. So if you guys have any suggestions of other cars you think I should drive, we can sort of go test them together until I make my final decision. And I'm going to be completely open with you guys. I think we can do this together. So I love the Exige, ticks a lot of boxes, but there are a few niggles with it that I am not 100% a huge fan of. And yeah, so that's basically it. There will be more videos about me talking about different cars that I'm considering buying. You guys really liked the Twizy video, the last Twizy video, and you really love that car, so I'm currently talking to Oakley Design to see, I don't know, I need to figure, it's quite an expensive kit, so I need to sort of figure it out and see what we can do. That's what's happening there. And then now what's going to happen is, I mean, you guys will see, I'll show you around the dealership a bit, and then I have some problems with my flight, but I'll be back to end this video in a tiny bit. I've made it back to Central Lotus, and I thought I would show you some of the cars they've lined up in the showroom. Last time I was here, they were cleaning the floor, so I couldn't show you, but I figured I might as well show you now, because we have some beauties. You'll recognize that one. That's the car I've been driving around, and you've seen in all the videos. And then we have this gorgeous Evora 400, and the Evora 400 is one of my all-time favorites because you've also got the comfort inside, and it looks absolutely stunning. And if you haven't heard one of these in real life, you need to hear one because it is absolutely incredible. We've then got the Exige V6S, and then the Sport 350, which is a slightly newer version of the V6S, and it's got a few tweaks and a beautiful interior on this one with this tartan leather, which I saw first in Geneva, and it really works on this car, and in this red color is beautiful. All these cars are for sale, right? So all these cars are for sale, guys, if ever you're around here. Oh, shall we? Let's do it. Hello in the mirror. Oh, that's crazy. That is pure madness. We then got a little Elise. So remember what I was telling you in the car, how the Exige just looks meaner? Well, you can really see it when you've got an Elise parked right up next to it. This is just an Elise S, and actually really nice, I don't know if that'll come off on camera, but really nice paint. British Racing Green sort of color. Another Evora 400, this one in a really nice spec. I like the silver wheels on this actually. And it's got a tan interior, and I am a massive fan of tan interiors, so this works really well. And then round back, I thought I'd show you as well, it's got a similar sort of exhaust to the Exige, the big single exhaust. And then here we've got an old body Exige, which looks really good. These are the first cars that really got me into Lotus, and they look fantastic. I remember a Top Gear episode when they were driving around in one of these, and man does it look good. Pretty bare inside, but that's what you want. Anyways, I am late for the flight, as you guys know, so I'm going to have to run off, but I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the dealership first. Massive thanks to the guys here. You can check out my Facebook and the link in the description down below if you want to see their website and all the cars they have for sale. But yeah, I'll catch up with you probably in the train. So here's a current situation update. I am sat in an airport because I had one flight booked with British Airways, which got cancelled. So then they booked me on another flight, which was really late. Too late, because I need to go to Geneva to do some admin work. So I figured, no, I'll change that flight. So I cancelled that flight, got a refund on that flight, and booked an EasyJet one, which is what I was rushing for today. Get here, I'm going to board my plane, and they announced it's cancelled as well. So I've had 2 cancelled flights in one day. This one's for technical error, the other one was for air traffic control strikes. So I'm now sat in an airport in London, no clue what to do. I've had a refunded ticket, but I'm not going to be able to get to Geneva for the time I need to be there for my meetings. Bit of a shit show really, so I'll update you guys when I have more news. Yeah, that was a real pain, man. That was like horrible. 2 flights cancelled in one day. Absolute nightmare. And what ended up happening is I couldn't get on another flight that evening, so I ended up having to sleep at a hotel right next to the airport and then getting up at like 7 AM the next morning to fly back here. But I'm now back, which is good, and editing the videos and got an exciting few things coming. I'm going to the Monaco Yacht Show, I'm going to Holland, I am planning a trip to Dubai with some of the mates, some of the other YouTubers, and yeah, so cool stuff in the pipeline, is that what you say? Anyways, cool stuff on the way, basically. And thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you soon. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll be back with another video probably in the next 2 days. But yeah, cheers, bye.